Yes, guys, welcome to the Gianni Batici YouTube show. Let me just sort my settings out because, as always, I've failed to prepare. I've got my rubbish mic in, I've got my rubbish camera on, but now I've just swapped it. So hopefully that looks way better. Hello, team. How are we? Are we well? Are we feeling locked? Are we feeling apprehensive? Are we feeling confident? Sum up how you're feeling about your team in one word in the chat. That's a good way to get us started, isn't it? I'll give you mine. I'll give you mine. There's mine. I'm feeling apprehensive. I am feeling apprehensive. Good morning to CH and Sammy and Adam and Kev. Hello, guys. How are we? Loads of my channel members in nice and early, which reminds me I need to send a WhatsApp to the group to let them all know that I'm live. Hey, team. I'm live, baby. Any questions? Get them in on YouTube. It's been a week where I've spent every day, of course, thinking of my free hit draft. And with that free hit draft, I have made a fair few changes, but it still feels very templatey. Now, I'm worried about being too templatey. Always. It's always a concern for me. Just is. But what I would say is we have to remember, so far, there's something like yesterday, it was 700K free hits. Let's say we get to 1 million free hits, even if we get to 1.5. I'd say that's 15% of managers. There's 10 million managers. It's only 15% are going to be free hitting. With that in mind, it's differential enough. I was going to say meh, Sarah. Great shout. So it's already differential enough. It's already differential enough. Hello, Ryan. Shout out to you. Meh, I like. Kev says, it's one of those weeks to be over there and focus on it. Yeah, the business end of the season, Kev, is always the best. Did you decide to not free hit? No, I am free hitting. My chip strategy is at the bottom of the screen. Guys, I'm going to answer your questions in just a second. Uncertain, anxious. Yeah, I'm happy with my team, but not the new council tax rise. Oh, Freddie, I live in the part of the country where I think council tax is something like the second highest band in the country. I'm in Rutland. Google it. I think the best might be Battersea. The best, the highest, the worst. Battersea in London, I think, maybe, or Kensington, one of those southwestern London districts. But Rutland, where I live, really annoyingly is super high. And I am, honestly, my dog walk in the morning used to go on 3 counties. It used to go on Rutland, Northamptonshire and Leicestershire. So I'm that close to the Northants and Leicestershire's borders. Like I could honestly run to Northamptonshire in 1 minute from my house. I could run to Leicestershire in 1 minute from my house. And both those come with much cheaper council tax bands. Anyway. Hello, Rowena. How we doing? Nice to see so many of you in. Jodie's in from South Africa. Guys, I will be answering loads of questions. Channel members, every single question you ask will be answered, but I'm going to ask you in a minute to start asking them. Just as I'm doing my intros, I might get sidetracked. Just because Jodie has hit us with South Africa flags, who wants to hit us with a country where in the world are you watching from? Guys, let me know where in the world you are. I'll flash them up on screen as well. Yeah, definitely, Willian. You must be living near Great Glen. Where's Great Glen? I don't actually know Great Glen. Willian is definitely a nice pick. Alanga and Morgan Gibbs White double up. I like. You can see on screen there, by the way, that is a Nottingham Forest average position map from last weekend. Morgan Gibbs White was the most advanced player. But, of course, that didn't feature. Alanga, and I think Alanga will start this week. Atlanta, Matthew, love that, nice and early. We'll flash through others up, and then we will get on with the chat, shall we? While we're thinking about where in the world we are, do answer the poll. Would you go for Morris or a Forest midfielder? I think that's a really interesting question. Because most of us, when we're looking at our 7th attackers, are looking at that. It's near Uppingham, but on the Leicestershire side. Ah, okay. I go to, a couple of stuff with my daughter. Like there's a soft play there. There's a little farm there, not far from Uppingham, Leicester way. Thailand, Kenya. Morris or Visser. We'll get to questions in a minute. We'll get to questions in a sec, guys. Ireland, nice. Malachy always representing the Irish. East Devonshire. There we go. If you know, you know, you know. Zambia. Wicked. Love that. Love that. Well, good morning to you all. Hang on. Let me just get comfortable. The trousers falling down. Milan. Love that, Giovanni. Love that. Mars, yeah. Mars or Canada. CH, I know where you are. Ireland, Cyprus. Currently Hereford. Currently off core. Does that mean you're maybe moving soon? Ireland and Cyprus. Yeah, look, free transfers are absolutely fine this week, by the way. I'm going to show my team in just a second. How do I feel about my team? Pretty happy. Oh, guys, I'm going to give away some channel memberships today. Stay tuned. I'm going to give away 5 channel memberships. So stay tuned for that one. I've worked out how to do it. Yeah, without CH's help, I can do it. So 5 channel memberships will be given away. If you do want to become a member, then you can also do that. Unfortunately, I can't select some of our regulars to become channel members. It's completely random. So as long as you're watching, you've got a chance of winning. You don't have to do anything, which is good, which is pretty cool. Hang on. Let me press some buttons. Oh yeah, channel members. If you do want to join, just click the word join below the screen. If you're on laptop, and you can become a channel member. Channel members get extra content, a WhatsApp group for the ultras, but all your questions answered. So let's test that, shall we? Let's test that I answer all channel member questions. Okay, I did say at the start, don't ask. So now we are ready to answer some questions. So channel members out there and everyone watching, if you've got a question, get it in. My team is on screen as well. Is Jenny buying the Euros jersey? I don't love it. I might buy the home. I do not like the away. It looks really cheap. Oh, fair. Yeah, work away a lot. Manchester. There we go. Channel member questions. I did see Bromers asked, I'm set on starting Morgus White over Langer now just for minutes risk. Yeah, fair. We might get a leak, though. We might get a leak. And they are 3 o'clock. Danny asked earlier about Kudus or Gibbs White. I would personally be backing Forest for more goals. Yeah. All right. Where were we then? Saw it on Twitter. Right, Danny B, what are you saying? Start 2 of Fana, Kudus, Gibbs White. I would say definitely Gibbs White. I think Forest attack's a good shout this week. And then I'd probably go for Fana. I'm not big on West Ham this week. I think they're... Oh, thanks, CH. Yeah, I think they are, because it worked last time. It worked last stream. Totally recommended joining. Extra videos have been really... Oh, thanks, Offcore. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope so. I also hope that when you've got a question at any time, you can just log on to one of my pre-recorded videos and ask it, and you know I'll get back to you. Like on Twitter and Instagram, my DMs are sometimes a bit crazy, and I can't always respond to people. Yet YouTube's a way easier way of doing that, especially because I see the little Janny emoji, and I know straight away that emoji in the top right, my face with the color behind it. I look out for that, and I know, oh, channel member, get back to them. Any news on Watkins? Is he fully fit? I think he'll be fine, Rowena. I really do. It's like a gash, but it's not much of one. Honestly, I've had paper cuts worse. I think Watkins will be absolutely fine. If he doesn't play, though, just make sure you're happy with your sub one. Like for me, I've got Gibbs White there, ready and waiting. I'm fine with that. If I was chasing rank, my 11 would be different. There's no two ways about it. Like, can't deny that. I would have... I definitely have double Nottingham Forest attack. I would probably be going a Doji over Porro. I would be going Paqueta, maybe. I like Paqueta. Happy deadline day, Rich, one of our channel members. Hello, Rich. Yeah, I've been loving the members videos. Quick update. Oh, thanks, Brommers. I'll be dropping a members video on, I think, Monday. I'm surprised you haven't got Bailey. Yeah, I do like Bailey. You guys know how much I like Bailey. For me, though, it's just about a fixture matchup. Let me just go through some attacking and defensive data, shall we? Because look, when we look at the last 6 game weeks, like, well, firstly, look, these are the 6 teams in action. Okay. Forget defensive data. Let's look at goals. Who do you think out of these 8 teams, it's not 6, there's 8 teams in action. From the 8 teams in action, which have the best fixtures? Do you know what? I need to get a screen grab of the fixtures so we can actually look at the fixtures, because at the moment I haven't got that screen grab. Hang on. Let me just do that. I can do that live on air because I'm so confident on laptops now. Watch me make a hash of this, right? Okay. So I screen grab it off the FPL website. I'm talking you through my process here. Then I have to go PNG. I Google PNG to PDF because you have to on StreamYard, everything has to be a PDF. Really annoying. Then I've saved it as a screenshot. I'm going to convert it. I'm going to download it. And then I'm going to go back into StreamYard live on air. It's just casual. I'm not stressed about this as I once would have been. And then I'm going to upload my latest download, which should be a PDF of the fixtures. And within seconds, just like this, I can show you the fixture. How I can't believe I've just done that. Honestly, I'm very proud of myself. Very proud of myself. I didn't do live streams on YouTube for 4 years of making content, maybe 4.5 years, because I was petrified of hosting my own streams, petrified of not having an editor, petrified of pushing my own buttons. And here I am with a very basic StreamYard template. Fair enough. But I'm only uploading my own slates now. Come along. So anyway, these are fixtures. Oh, thank you very much, Achola. Yeah, that was yesterday. I had a really long day yesterday. The show goes out early, but I have to get there at like 7:30, and I'm a couple of hours drive. And Friday traffic means I get up at like 5 a.m. On my Instagram, I actually posted a sort of 45-second reel of my day. If you want to check that out on my Instagram, do check it out. My Instagram is not an FPL Instagram, just throwing it out there. Yeah, thanks, CH. Regulon and Roslev. I'm going Regulon. I've got Roslev on my bench. Good morning to Sammy. How you're well, mate. Definitely Regulon over Collins. GIF settings are turned on. Yeah, I think they are, CH. Thanks, Offcore. Who knew men could multitask? Fair. Seriously, consider it. Right, let's just go through some of these fixtures, shall we? There's a reason why many will like Toney, because look, let's just do score predictions. Guys, when we're doing that, who fancies hitting the like and subscribe button? So far, I have been streaming for what, 15 minutes? Not a single one of you has subscribed. So look, loads of you out there will be lurking. Go on, hit that subscribe button for me, will you? I would love a subscribe or two this morning. And obviously the like button goes without saying. You hit the like button, I hope. Happy birthday, Toney. Yeah. Right. Okay. So look, let's do it. Let's do score predictions. Burnley versus Brentford. I'm going to go Burnley 1, Brentford 2. Come on, hit me with your score predictions. Burnley, Brentford. And this is why. This is why Toney's a good bet. Because if they're going to score, right? Bromers has gone 2-2. Many are going for draws or Brentford wins. 3-0. Couple of 3-0. Adam thinks 3 goals as well. So Adam says, mate, if you're chasing rank, what would be your free hit? I mean, I've done a differential video on this channel, so you can go back and watch that video. It's a 15-minute long video, 12 minutes, I think. If I was chasing, I'd be captaining Toney. 6-1, 3-0. Wow. Okay, some of you are going really big. Rowena's gone 3-1 as well. CH is with me at 2-1. Okay, look, what we're saying is you lot reckon on average Brentford is going to score 3 goals. That's a very good... So just log that, right? Brentford 3. I'm going to write that down. Brentford 3. That's your average. It's probably 3.5 actually, because loads of you went 4s and 5s. So if we're saying Brentford 3, by the way, if you're wondering why you can't add to the chat, you need to subscribe to be a member. You need to subscribe to my channel to add to the chat. So please, if you want to comment, you got questions, subscribe, and then you can chat. Hopefully that makes sense. I think it's pretty instant. Right. Okay. So we've done Burnley. All right. Let's do Luton Forest. I'm going to go. This could be. Honestly, I struggle to predict. I think there's goals. I think there's going to be 4 goals in this game. I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to go 2-2. Many might sit on the fence on this one. So look, what do you think between Luton and Forest? Because this is why I have got 3 in my 11 in this fixture, attacking players in my 11 from these two teams, because I think there's going to be goals. Wow, yeah, a lot of going for draws. Low scoring draws, yeah. I mean, FPL Mackham, I'm thinking similar. Like, it could be a 3-4. Who knows? Thank you, CH. Yeah. Notification bell. Very important. Very important. 2-1. Yeah, Lean's gone 3-1 away. Ryan's going for 2-3. Ridder's 1-1. So, score draws are quite common. What I'm seeing, though, is many of you are backing a draw or a Forest win. So, actually, I'd say you're going Forest to score 3 and Luton to score 2 on average. I'm just taking an average, right? Yeah, Rich has gone 2-4. Good example of that. So at the moment, we've got Brentford scoring 3.5 goals, Forest scoring 3, Luton scoring 2. All right. Fulham Spurs. I think this could be a tight one. And I think both teams score. By the way, none of you have gone for a clean sheet so far. Just throwing that out there. This is why it's so difficult. Yeah, of course. We're literally, of course, thinking that as I say it. Fulham 1, Spurs 2 for me. Sammy is exactly the same scoreline. Ryan's gone for score draw. Brommers, yeah. Maliki's gone for an away win. No one's back in Fulham, which is completely understandable, but we're all thinking it's going to be tight. Lean's gone for the same as me. So has Luke. Yeah, Scott, same as me. So look, Rich is going for a shock Fulham win. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But what we're saying there is Spurs are going to score 2 goals. Now, the tightest game of the lot. West Ham versus Villa. West Ham versus Villa. Honestly, I'm stomped. This is the one I struggle with. This is the one I think could be the lowest scoring. This is why I'm not going that big. I'm not going that big on attackers from this fixture. I'm not buying Leon Bailey. I'm not buying a second West Ham attacker. I've got Watkins and Bowen, and that's it from this fixture. Loads of you back in West Ham. 0-0. Still, though, very few of you have gone for clean sheets. Again, an average here is many of you think Villa will edge it. So with that in mind, you're saying Villa are going to score 2. All right. So let's do a captaincy poll, shall we? Captaincy poll time. Captaincy poll time. I'm going to run through there some outcomes. Who are you captaining? Okay. Let me know who you're captaining. When you're pushing those buttons, guys, please hit the like. Can we get to 100 likes? 150? I don't know. I don't even know. So far, Son is going to be obviously the popular go-to captain. But I've got some thoughts on that I'm going to share in a minute. Let's just share the let's go back to my team. All right, no, from the 8 teams, you said Brentford were going to score 3.5 goals, Forest were going to score 3, Luton 2, Spurs 2. So my question to you lot is if you all think on average Spurs are going to score 2 goals and you think Brentford is going to score 3.5 goals, then should you not be captaining Toney? If I was chasing, that's who my captain would be. Genuinely, I really like Toney this week. I am going Son. Can you see what's on screen at the moment? This is from Rob T. It's a bit small, isn't it? Sorry, guys. It's just not easy to crop. Anyway, if you can read this, it's saying that according to the bookies, Son is the most popular to score in terms of bookies odds. Then Toney, then Watkins, then Richarlison. This is based on if the player starts. In my team, I do have Son captain, though. Oh no, Shaq. I am going Son captain. I just wanted to plant the seed though. I want to plant the seed that if you lot think Brentford are going to score more goals, then why not captain Toney? It is Tony's birthday. He does have the best opponent. I think we can all agree on that. I think Toney is a legit option. I went on the FPL show for the Premier League yesterday, and I bigged Toney up big time in terms of captaincy. And if I was chasing, I think that's where I'd be going. But if you're protecting rank, like me, you're happy where you are, and you want to play fairly conservatively this game week, like I'm at, what's my rank? 70 odd K, 70K. That I think Son is the smarter choice for me. I'm going to say that. How confident is Dean on Fulham this week? He's a Fulham fan. Yeah, he is a Fulham fan, and he has no Fulham players in his team, in his 11. He's a Fulham season ticket holder. He'll be there watching. I think he's going to captain Toney, though. He's not captaining Son. He did make a good point. Son doesn't have a good record against Fulham. I think he scored once against Fulham in his entire career. And that's probably a great present. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's got a few, though, hasn't he? Captain the early kickoff. Well, there is no early kickoff today. Fulham don't get smashed. I have been saying that. Fulham do not get smashed at Craven Cottage. Although, I would just throw out there, Aston Villa don't get smashed at Villa Park. And Spurs did just go and beat them 4-0. Maddison, by the way, is rumoured to have been out of training this week, but should be fine. But just don't be completely shocked if Maddison doesn't play. So again, make sure you're happy with your subs coming off the bench. I'm happy with my subs. I'm tempted to change the order of my subs. I think I'm going to swap Trafford out for Areola, and I'm going to go Roslev second sub. But other than that, like my bench is Gibbs White first sub. Like you don't expect to need more than one sub this week. I probably won't need any, but you know, you just don't know. Do be careful. There's a lot of rubbish flying around on FPL Twitter. A fake Alistair Gold account who is a Spurs in the know. But it's fake saying Maddison hasn't travelled. That's absolutely rubbish. Do not believe it. I will keep you up to date on any of the legit news that we hear. Well, I'll also be scouting all the rubbish, more importantly. And that is the problem with team leagues. So rubbish. We might not get any today anyway. And remember, Spurs are paying in the 5:30, so don't expect any from Spurs. Don't expect any from Spurs. Did you lot hit the subscribe button earlier? A couple of you did. I expected a few more though. Guys, if you're new around here, loads of people watch my show new because on Deadline streams. So please do support the channel by subscribing and of course hitting the like button. If you've got questions, I'm going to get through as many quick fire ones as I can. Just pulled the trigger on Maddison for -4. No, that's rubbish, David. I think he'll be fine. Langer over Douglas Luiz because Douglas Luiz is proper deep. You get the set piece threat. Hello, British87. Shorter questions will be prioritized. Channel members will be prioritized. Saka to Burn for a -4. I'm going to give away some memberships later. Saka to Burn for -4 for a full 11. I'd rather Saka to Mads, I think. I don't think I'll be getting Burn for minus. Maybe I would, Matthew. Yeah, I don't hate that. I still think I'd prioritize Maddison over Bowen. I put Robinson in defense differential. I don't mind that, Liam. Dean, friend and Fulham season ticket holder, did say out of all the Fulham players he's tempted to buy is Robinson. Jai's Spurs correspondent. Yeah. Hey, British. There we go. British 87 in the house. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, Chasing Green Arrows, Wasim, isn't actually my channel. I just present the show. Yeah, not my channel, Chasing Green Arrows, but thank you for subscribing there too. How to not, Jenny, how to not have my hair like yours? I don't understand. What are you saying, Jakes? Are you saying you don't want hair like mine? Well, that's fair enough. Mine's going grey. It's going grey. Here. I'm cool with that though. I mean, I'm 36. Leno for high volume saves. Yeah, maybe Jody. Maybe. The problem with Spurs is they actually don't take that many shots, but their shots are big chances. So when we're picking our goalkeepers, we should be trying to pick keepers because if we're not backing clean sheets, ones that you think will make quite a few saves and could get a penalty save, could get bonus points. And that's why I landed on Emi Martinez. I don't have strong opinions on it, but Emi, for me, was the best of an average bunch this week. So yeah. Yep. Is Maddison essential? No. He's not essential. Kulusevski's a fun pick. Yeah. Would you be tempted if Werner starts? Yeah, if Werner starts, but I don't think he will. I think it'll be Brennan. I think it'll be Brennan Johnson. I think it'll be unchanged. Tough to change a winning team when they just beat Villa 4-0. If everyone's fit, I can't see changes there. Last deadline stream for a while, isn't it? Bit rubbish. International break, remember, for those wondering. What are you guys up to next week? Anyone got any plans? I'm going to Norfolk for a few days. Quite excited for that. Is -8 2-minute? No, it's not. No, of course, you do that if you need to. Remember, it's a 2-point hit, not a 4-point hit. 2-point hit, not a 4-point hit. Guys, what should I set a target as? If I can get to how many subscribers till I give away 5 memberships? What do you reckon? We currently have 15,920. 15,925. Right. Okay. 15,960. No, let's go 50. Round number. I need like 25 more members, subscribers, and I'll give away the memberships. 15,950. There we go. 16K. Yeah. I don't. Can we get to 16? All right, let's do it. I changed my mind. Yeah, CH, you're right. We can get 75. We can definitely get 75 members today. I'll plug it every 15 minutes without doing your head-in team because people come and go. So hit the subscribe button and I'll give away 5. CH, you're absolutely right. Let's get to 16K. Get me to 16K and I'll give out 5 memberships. Norfolk and Charles, like it's CH. There we go. Picking my up from the airport. Ain't seen him in a year. Oh, that is wicked, British 87. I was actually meant to be in Toronto tomorrow and I've sent one of my colleagues to go instead, doing a couple of school visits from my day job. There we go, Sammy. Member for 2 months. Let's get January 16th. Thanks, Sammy. And you've just re-signed up as a member as well. Guys, if you want to sign up as a member, then that's how. You just click the join button. The screen grab is me doing membership videos, extra content. That's like me at Sky Sports News Studios and blah, 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 blah. How are we getting on in the poll, by the way? How are we getting on in the poll? Yeah, 70% of you going Son. Looks like no one's considering anyone else but Son and Toney, which is completely fair. I'm going to Langer over Gibbs White as things stand. Yeah, I am. We might. The only thing that would change me is if we heard wasn't playing. Oh, avoid Scar. Is it really the pretty ghetto? Is it 87? Good to know. Burlington, massive. Oh, I've never actually been to Toronto. I've been to I think Halifax. I've been to a couple of rural places in Canada when I used to work on cruise ships. Subscribing is free, CH. You're bang on. Gibbs White or Kudus, says Toney. Gibbs White. You all said it. You all said Forest were going to score more than West Ham. You had Forest down for 3 goals, West Ham for like 1-1. Do you fancy any of the West Ham boys? I'm going Bowen, but that's more to protect me because Bowen did go and score a hat-trick against Brentford. Was it 3 weeks ago? Out of nowhere. Low XG hat-trick as well. Bowen has the ability to do that. So Bowen's in, and if you're on free hit, I would strongly advise Bowen because he's the sort of player that can just go big on any given week. He's got a bit of a reputation of putting up those big scores, hasn't he? Thoughts on Pau Torres would be I would just go Moreno for the upside. Chance Luca Dean starts, but I think you're all right with Moreno, and I think it's worth the risk. I love the little chat between Rowena and Ryan and off-call about Toronto. No, it wasn't off-call, was it? It was British 87, yeah. Thinking Bowen over Toney for captain. Yeah, that's not great in terms of inspiration, seeing 3%, is it? Liam is with us. If Watkins ends up with limited minutes, then Bailey feels a good pick. No, I don't think so, Liam. I think no Watkins weakens Bailey. The combination play between the two of them has been so good. Honestly, I look at it and go, oh, it's just not it's just not quite the same vibe when Watkins isn't on the pitch. Villa are weaker and Bailey is weaker when Watkins isn't on the pitch. Hey, Johnny, I'm not playing my free hit this week, says Daniel. Shout out, Dan. What game week in the future would you recommend based on the info we have so far? It's all about game week 34 or 37, isn't it? Like game week 34 or 37 by a country mile stick out because they're the double game weeks. And we want to target double game weeks. Of course we do. So 34 or 37 for me. 37 will be the bigger of the two doubles. That's when I'm looking to bench boost. My chip strategy is at the bottom of the screen, by the way. 34, the teams that are likely to double will be like Newcastle, Man United, maybe Crystal Palace. 37, the doublers, will be a load of the teams not playing this week, including Man City and Liverpool. It'll all be based on the FA Cup. So again, this time next week, this time in 48 hours' time, we will know way more about those potential doubles and what they'll look like based on people's fixture tickers and what happens in the FA Cup as to where their double might fit in if they're going to progress. Any news on Maddison? I think he's fine. It's been a precaution, but a good ITK on Spurs has said he should be fine. Cheeky pen save. Yeah, we're seeing with goalkeepers, I've just gone, out of all the 8 goalkeepers playing, who's most likely to save a penalty? Well, firstly, who's most likely to concede a penalty? I would say away teams are more likely to concede a penalty than home teams. Martinez is playing away. Just a little theory I've got. And if a penalty is awarded, out of all the 8 keepers, who's the best at pen saves? It's Martinez. That's literally it. That's what I'm going on. Also, Martinez, I think it's the lowest scoring game of the 8 of the 4. When I predict these 4 games and I go, how many goals? I think Burnley Brentford has 3 or 4 goals. I think Luton Forest has 4 or 5 goals. I think Spurs Fulham has 3 goals. And I think Aston Villa West Ham could have 2. Like it's just kind of, do you know, let's ask a poll around that. Guys, if we get to 16k subs, I'll give away 5 channel members. We're on 15,935. We've got 65 to go. Come on, we can get to 16k, can we? Let's do a new poll. Son, by the way, everyone's going to captain him. Well, 71% are. But let's do a new poll around which game is the highest scoring. And we'll go with, will it be the Burnley game? Will it Burnley versus Brentford? Will it be the second on screen? It was Luton Forest. Third on screen, was it Spurs? Fulham Spurs. And then 4th on screen was the Sunday. Is it a Sunday game? Yeah, it is. West Ham Villa. I'm going to have to type them all out again if we do another poll, aren't I? For lowest scoring. But highest scoring, get voting. Which one's going to be the highest scoring out of those? This helps you pick. This is honestly, I often pick captaincy and often make transfers based on these sorts of questions. As a whole fan says, of course, West Ham, having Antonio back means Bowen plays his preferred role. True. And you know what? The Villa high line. Yeah. Look, Areola's a good pick this week in goal as well, by the way. Bailey Watkins or Diaby Duran? Bailey Watkins. Yeah, and Ben will have a ticker out later this weekend. Watkins and stitches. Yeah, I mean, it looked like he needed stitches, didn't it? Oh, we might just get to 16k subs. We could get there for 5 channel memberships to be given out. We've got an hour. When United... start Morris or Alanga, says Ryan. I think I'd go Alanga just. Bowen, that is so brave for captaincy, but why not? I'm very tempted by Chong over Watkins. personally be going Watkins. Sales is a nice differential. Look, there's no right and wrong with goalkeepers this week. It's a bit of a gut shot. It's a bit of a pick with your heart who you go and goal. Sales is perfectly fine. Like, we've got a poll, get voting, for which game is the highest scoring. Luton versus Forest. Yeah, 58% of you. So if you voted Luton versus Forest and you're in the 58%, please tell me you've got at least 3 attackers from that fixture. Let's have a look at mine. I've got Morris, Elanga, and Doughty. And then I've got Gibbs White first sub, who could come on because you just don't know if the Maddison or the Watkins rumours come to fruition or injuries come to fruition. They're not really rumours. We expect them both to start. Doughty is an attacker. Definitely see that. In terms of lowest votes, yeah, you're torn between Burnley and Brentford and West Ham versus Villa. Fofana over Visser, I prefer Visser if I'm completely honest. And Visser, if I was allowed 4 forwards, I would be going Visser. I like Visser this week, guys. If you're looking for a differential, Visser would be my bet. Really would be. If you're wondering why you can't add a comment in the chat, it's because you're not subscribed. Are you sticking with a double Nottingham Forest mids? Yeah, but one is on my bench, Jono. One's on my bench. So at the moment, yeah, but will they both play? I don't know. I prefer Moreno if you're going to go for a fullback at Villa. No, Richarlison definitely doesn't start. He might feature. Elanga or Bowen? I'd probably just prioritise Bowen. Loads of good questions coming in this morning and loads around Elanga. Like, this is a bit of a 3-way split from Alex. Is it Bailey? Is it Kudus? Or is it a Nottingham Forest mid? For me, Nottingham Forest mid. And the poll tells you why. The poll tells you why. This could be an end-to-end game. Yeah, I mean, surely Mbermo doesn't start, Rich. I think he features, but surely he doesn't start. He's been out for so long. It's very rare when a player's out for that long. Chong is popping up for Luton a fair bit. Do you know who put Chong in their team? Carlton Morris. Carlton Morris picked Chong. He picked Chong, and he also triple captained Solanke, which I thought was quite funny. Against his team, like, I think he'd get in trouble for that. Really enjoying this morning's stream. It's flying by the way. Deadline is an hour away. Do note that. Morris getting them Chong points. Yeah. Who is going Morris this week? Anyone not going Morris? The thing is about me, when you look at the fixtures, Nottingham Forest defensively, since Nuno's come in, have been quite good, but really weird because Forest, you'd think they were better. At set pieces, Forest have been weak under Nuno. And Luton are very good at set pieces with Doughty and Morris. Yeah, Adams on Morris, Freddie's on Morris. Because Luton are so good at home in terms of goals, like we don't need Luton to win the game. We need Luton to score. It's a very different question. And because Forest have been weak defensively at set pieces, it feels like a very good matchup. Also, Morris and Doughty is the combination play. Very easily have a Morris goal from a Doughty assist, can we? Yeah, Lean's torn on the Chris Wood one. I hear you. I'm not even confident Wood starts. It could be Awani. It'll be Awani or Wood. I went Visser with no Morris. Yeah, I mean, Visser's a better finisher than Morris, I'd say. But who's playing in the highest ceiling fixture? Yeah, he was bad in the double money. He got chances though. He did get chances. How are we doing on subs? Are we? We're not going. Are we going to get to 16k? Since I've said I'm going to give away 5 channel memberships. Since I've said we're going to give away 5 channel memberships. To be fair, we've had 15 subs, but we need another 60. Need another 60 to get to 16k. We are on 15,940. Come on, I want to give away 5 subs. 5 subs. Sorry, subs? What am I talking about? 5 memberships. I give away 5 memberships. And I can do that if you lot subscribe. So all you lurkers out there, stop lurking. I went this with no Morris yet. Toffolo's getting a bit of love. He's good for attacking threat. Yeah, although CH, there's not a stream next week. International breaks are so boring. But yeah, I have 5 to give away before the end of March, and there is a deadline before the end of March. So it would just be game week 30 deadline, wouldn't it? Has annoyed me too much in the double game week, so I went Visser instead. I think there's quite a few people saying that. Don't think the pressure on Luton and Forest seeing as much means the pressure is huge, Tyler. But Luton only know one way, don't they? Luton only know one way. Luton know to go big in attack and hope if you score 3, we'll score 4. And it doesn't really work for them since they've been Yeah, Doughty trained. He just had a nice pack on his ankle for an interview. Not uncommon. That interview would have been 3-4 days ago, by the way. It could have even been Thursday, but I think Doughty will be fine. It was on his right ankle. I did see that on Sky Sports News. No Sky Sports News for me this morning. It's my mum's birthday. So at 1:30, I'm shooting off in the car to go see my mum. And I didn't want to go earlier than that, just in case we get team news. So yeah, a nice morning with family this morning for me, which has been great. As I'm starting Gibbs White and G don't want him to get punished like the Foden 20-pointer. Oh, Maliki. I mean, I could swap Alanga and Gibbs White. Should we do a poll? Should we do a poll around that? Alanga or Gibbs White? Like, which game is the highest scoring? Luton Forest is pretty much. I think, did I do a poll for that earlier? I did do that in my head. Right, we'll do a start one. Alanga? Or Gibbs White? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Rowena. Thanks, Wasim. Yeah. My mum's amazing. I think most of you are going to say Alanga, who has got better numbers. Better numbers. Higher up the pitch, better numbers, isn't absolutely nailed. Probably won't play 90. Shall we have a look at Alanga's minutes? All right, so Alanga's minutes. Oh, to be fair, yes, he didn't play versus Brighton. He came on half an hour to go and did well. But before that, 90, 90, 90, 90, 77, 12. Like, 90 is very possible. Versus Gibbs White, who nearly always plays 90. I think he played 87 or something last week. 86, 90, 80, 90, 90, 90. 0, 90, 90. Alanga is lower owned. He's 4.8% versus Gibbs White's 5%. Let's do the ownership game. All right. What ownership do you think Reguilon is at? Without looking, give me a percentage owned on Reguilon. Reguilon is owned by how many? I like Alanga. Yeah, I could, but then it means benching Morris, Sandeep, if I start on both. And I really like Morris this week. Alanga is more exciting. What percentage owned is Reguilon? 12.8, 6.2, 4.7, 5.6. Reguilon, come on, guys. Guesses in. Get your guesses in. What percentage owned? Try not to cheat. Well, just don't cheat. I don't think anyone's going to get it exact, but nearest percentage would be pretty good going, wouldn't it? 11, 20. Wow, a lot of you are going higher than I expected you to. I'll give you the answer. The answer is 5%. 5.6. 5.6%. Reguilon is 5.6. I thought he was way higher owned than that. Because remember, Brentford had a double a couple of weeks ago. Well, a lot of people bought him in. 35. No. Okay. All right. Let's go for someone else then, shall we? Should we do the same with Doughty? What percentage owned do you think Doughty is? Luton's left back Doughty. Maybe there was a cheat there. Yeah, he does have a yellow flag, but he'll be fine. He's trained since Tuesday, Reguilon. What percentage owned is Doughty? $25, $22, $15, $18, $17.4. My memory is terrible. I just looked and I've forgotten already. What percentage owned is Doughty? Liam says 35. Rich says 14. Ben 16.7. Nice one. Looney's just got a very good memory. Rowena's on 25. All right. I'm shocked by both. I would have guessed Reguilon at 9 and he was 5.5. I would have guessed Doughty at 17, I think. I don't think it does, Sammy. 10% says Kareem. The answer is, drum roll, please. Doughty is 23.8. A lot of you went lower. Who do you want more, Toney or Alanga? If you're not on Toney. Toney. Some good guessing. Good guessing there from Brommers. How's the poll going? 58% of you are on Alanga over Gibbs White. So yeah, you're kind of agreeing with me. By the way, this time last week, I asked in a poll who to bench: Kevin De Bruyne, Foden, or Palmer. Right? KDB got 6. Palmer got 15 or 13 points, and you lot all said Palmer or De Bruyne. Does anyone remember that? I then did a pull shot to see if Foden was going to blank or not, and I kept missing. And Foden did blank, and it was the right call benching Foden. I was so happy. His ownership was so high. So yeah, Foden was the right call. You lot were wrong. This week, I think you're right though. 57% are going Alanga. Most of you are saying bench Gibbs White, which is what I'm currently doing. Toney is expensive. I think I'd still do it, CH. Oh, you now had to pull on my heartstrings mentioning Foden. Remember, Gianni, we were wrong sometimes. Yeah, look, absolutely. We all are, all the time. All the time, I am. Ryan says, how's he? I'm just speaking to Ryan in my Ultras group, who's just sent his team. Love the captaincy on Toney. He's in Canada. Love Toney cap. Why not? If you want to be in that WhatsApp group that I often refer to, you've got to join as a Ultras member. You can do that by just clicking join underneath the screen. If you're on mobile, I don't think it works. You've got to be on laptop or iPad, but click join. You can be a channel member. All the channel members in here, you see the little emojis by their names. Yeah. So Liam is a channel member, for example, and you'll notice most the comments you see on screen are from channel members. Priority, as always, and CH, who is, of course, our channel mod. So if you want to be a member, click the join button. If you don't want to be a member, if you click subscribe, you've got a chance of winning a membership today. 16K. If we get there, I will give out 5 free memberships. And if you don't want to do any of that, just hit the like button or something. Hit something. Like, subscribe, notification bell, join, all these buzzwords. We need 50 more members, 50. If we get 50 more members, I'm giving away 5 subs. Stop it. Oh, I'm so out of the YouTube lingo. Right. If we get 50 more YouTube subscribers, I give away 5 memberships. How is that difficult, Gianni? Sort yourself out. So look, click the subscribe button. If we get to 16K, I give away 5 memberships. That's what I'm trying to say. Unsuccessfully. Um, why not Bailey? I like Bailey. There's just more than 8 good picks this week, isn't there? Just, yeah, not on Bailey. It's because I think Villa versus West Ham is the hardest game to predict. So I want to go lighter on those teams. Yeah, I think Luton Forest is an easier game to predict in terms of goals. Therefore, I'm just going there. Alanga Gibbs White. The chat said Alanga. I'm going Alanga. Buongiorno, Gianni. Hello there, Fabio. My dilemmas. Gibbs White 3-4-2 or Morris 3-4-3. Probably go Morris over Gibbs White. Just. Ah, we got our first super chat of the day. What jerseys are at the back, left to right? Let's go full screen on that one, shall we? Or can we guess? Okay, let's guess. In order, guys. Can you guess from left to right? 6 jerseys. 6 jerseys. Who's going to get the first guess in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you guess the 6 jerseys? Can we guess the 6 jerseys? Right. You've got to put all 6 in your answer though. Like you can't just say AC Milan. You've got to go all 6 in one answer, and then I'll flash up the best ones. Okay. Let me give you a clue. AC Milan is the first one. It's 95. Here we go. AIM says Milan, Inter, Napoli, Italy, Lazio, Juve. Oh my God, the standard is so good. Shout out AIM. Shout out Shaq. Absolutely smashed it. That is a Juventus away Champions League Del Piero shirt in the corner. It's the hardest one to get because it's smaller. Thank you so much, though. Going back to it, Emre, very kind of you to send a super chat. And yeah, I've got loads more jerseys over there. There's loads of Serie A shirts in there from like the last 20, 30 years. It's a few international ones as well, but it's Serie A shirts I usually buy. And yeah, that Napoli one was actually a Maradona release when he died. So that's got Maradona 10 on the back and they wore it. It's meant to be an Argentina Napoli shirt. So they wore it with the black shorts of Argentina. And it was to celebrate his death. I obviously renamed the stadium as well. But for one match, the whole team wore Maradona 10 on the back and that kit. So I bought that, I think, the day Maradona died. Thank you very much, Kev. It is worth joining as a channel member, right? Also, chat, make sure you have captain on the player you've hit save. Oh, absolutely. Let's start just double checking those teams now. Well, Reguilon go in the summer because Spurs don't want him. Well, Brentford might buy him because he's been good. Favorite Italian team? My dad's a Milan fan, so I'd have to say AC Milan for my dad, but I don't really have a favorite. I go through phases. I don't have an Italian team. I like them all and I support them all in Europe. Lazio, I'm not a fan of, to be fair. Love that CH. Yeah, Italy away, that white one. Loads of good guesses. I've got loads of Roma shirts. Yeah. I've got Roma. Oh, British 87. I've got loads of Roma shirts over there. I've got a match-worn Totti. Do you know what? Let's swap Italy with Roma because if it's 6 Italian teams on show, we shouldn't have an international shirt up, should we? So let's get rid of that and go for this old school Roma. I think that's 94. That's a Diodora bad boy. We might regular. Yeah, Rico Henry. Yeah, good point, Sammy. Yeah, maybe you don't need to buy him actually. I like Fiorentina going back. Rui Costa and Batty goal. Yeah, they're amazing. Is Toney worth a hit? Yes. Is Toney a good captain? Yes. I think they're both very good shouts this week. If I was chasing, I would be going Toney. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Mackham. I had just Roma on the wall last week because they beat Brighton 4-0 and I was, yeah. Yeah, Kappa's great. Yeah, exactly, Shaq. Yeah. The 6 biggest teams represented. Hudson-Odoi or Toffolo? Probably Hudson-Odoi. Oh, CH, they've got dilemma. I can do Solanke and Palmer to Alanga and Toney. Keeping Foden. Yeah. You're going to want Palmer back though, CH. Yeah, I don't tell her how much I pay Maliki. Some of them are like, 100 quid plus. In fact, a lot of them are 100 quid plus. Just move vice captain Son to Morris. Okay. No, do Toney captain. Yeah, exactly. Meeting James Richardson was so cool because I obviously watched him growing up as well. Guys, can we get to 16k subs? I know there's people watching going, I'm not subscribed and I'm just enjoying it. And that's completely fine. But please, please, please hit the subscribe button and then you can add in the chat as well. And if we get to 16k subs, we're only 45 away. I will give away 5 channel memberships. Come on. Any opinion on Wood? Rotation risk. If he starts, I like Wood, but Awani could start. Kaminsky or Martinez? Martinez is my goalkeeper, so that's where I would go. My team is on screen, guys. If you want to know answers to some of your questions, it might tell you on screen. Yeah, Giovanni, that Inter away shirt's a beauty, isn't it? I was gutted on Wednesday. They were poor, though. As soon as they took Barella, Bastoni, and who else came off? Someone else came off and I was like, oh, DeMarco. I was like, that left-hand side with DeMarco and no Bastoni. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Aureen. Appreciate you subscribing, Aureen Salmon. Hopefully you're staying. You're not just subscribing because you're hoping to win a membership. But actually, I think you're going to enjoy this channel. It's not just for the lives though. My subscribes hopefully are for my pre-recorded videos in the week. Like I've got an amazing editor that puts together really nice 10, 15-minute videos. Nuclear Atoms is in the house. Hello, Nuclear. Good man. Always welcome around here, mate. One of my absolute faves, Nuclear Atoms, all the way in Bangladesh. Shocking penalty by Martinez, it really was. Yeah, some good Champions League games. CH, good question. Are you compromising on a Palmer or Foden? I mean, I don't like selling either. Guys, we are only 40 subs now away. We just got 5. So come on, 40 subs away from 16k. Thoughts on Haaland, Toney, and then, yeah, do it. Do it, Cole. Like that. Like that very much. Loads of questions coming in. Thank you guys for all your questions. Look, I did have some stuff I wanted to show you very quickly. Heat map here. This is Doughty. He's like a left winger. The guy is not a left back. Look at that. That's from the Palace game last weekend where they drew 1-1. Doughty is a brilliant defensive pick this week. Morgan Gibbs-White played up top pretty much, but I think we'll be a bit deeper this time round. But again, Forest attack I like. Super chat. Hello. Let's go to the super chat straight away. Kushal, if Wood plays 90 versus Luter, be similar to Toney. Yeah. If Wood plays 90, he's a great pick. If Wood is on the pitch, you'd expect him to take penalties over Gibbs-White. I don't think they've ever been on the pitch together for a penalty at Forest. Maybe you just give Gibbs-White preference. I don't think Wood's taken a pen at Forest, but he obviously took them for Newcastle and before that Burnley. But Wood probably, he did play 90 last time out. I would still prefer Toney over Wood because there's no guarantee Wood plays 90. There is a bit of a guarantee Toney plays 90 unless he's injured, Kushal. I would still go Toney. Thank you for your super chat, though. Supporting the channel. Yeah, Doughty's crosses are fire, aren't they? I mean, look at that. Left back. Only Trippier has more. Oh, without looking, how many assists has Doughty got this season? Put a number in the chat. I'll give you a clue. No, I won't give you a clue. I will. He's second highest defender in terms of assists. Trippier's got the most. Oh, thank you, Damstar. Start Bailey or Morris. Morris for me. Who's got the most assists? Oh, there we go. Love that. Freddie, keep us up to date, mate. Freddie with some team news for us, calling Taught Bees. Yeah. I mean, we expect Reguilon to start. Yeah, loads of good guesses. 8s and 6s. Yeah, he is on 9, Rowena. Only Trippier is more at 10. Doughty is fire. Bit of breaking news according to Freddie. Talk Bees. We expect Reguilon to start, don't we? But yeah, thank you for sharing that, Freddie. we're going to give away some channel memberships, I hope, because we need 36 more of you to subscribe. That is possible. CH, thank you for insisting that I set a difficult deadline. We want to get to 16k subs, and if 16k subscribe to this channel right here, right now, I'll give away 5 memberships. 5 memberships. Jesus. 5 memberships. Yeah, Talk Bees is a sort of a Brentford account, and he tweeted a Spanish flag and a tick. Reguilon. I got a good feeling about Reguilon today. Love a bit of Reguilon. He hit the post versus Chelsea, didn't he? A couple of games ago. Defensively, by the way, Forest have been good of late, but I'm still expecting Forest Luton to be goals, goals, goals. Brentford defensively, not brilliant. Attacks, obviously Villa and Spurs are the best 2 on show. Here's some data from the last 6 from the Fantasy Football Scout members area. Yeah, I think he'll be fine, Brommers. It's not uncommon to see a player in training. Off-core, thank you so much. Podcasts as well. Do you know what? I need to get podcasts in the bio. I don't upload the videos. That's the problem, off-core. That's why I always forget. How do you pick who gets membership? Jono, it's completely random. Completely random. But of course, sending a super chat, you don't need to do that, mate. You're already a channel member. So you support the channel in lots of ways, but thank you. I'd love to get to 16k subs, and that is actually possible. Actually possible now. I thought that was a bit of a pie in the sky, but I only need 35 of you to hit that button. And then 5 of you will be channel members. Imagine getting Elite and Burmo starts. I don't know if I trust that. I just can't see Burmo starting. He's been out so long. When players are out that long, they don't come into the 11. He'll get a sub appearance if he's in the squad. My team is on screen. My only big question on my team is, do I start Elanga or Gibbs White? At the moment, I'm starting Elanga, and 58% of you agree with me. 58% agree. Yeah, we can definitely get there. Oh, do they, CH? That's really cool. Okay. In that case, what I'll do is I'll let you know if we get to 16k. I won't say I'm going to push the button now. I'll say I'm going to push the button at any time in the next 2 minutes, and then people can chat as they want. Interesting. I didn't know that, CH. Good to know. Kudus or Morris? I'd start Morris. Bailey or Wood? I'd start probably Wood if we know Wood starts. When's the last time Luton had a penalty? Well, they've had Morris has scored a couple of pens this season. So I don't know, but they've had a couple of pens this season. I like Elanga. I like Bailey too. Oh, did we get to 200 likes as well? Well, look, I appreciate all of you that are already subscribed. You're going, oh, for God's sake, can people just do this? Because I'm already subscribed, and you're probably going, I'll hit the like button instead. So thank you. Likes are also very cool. We only need 29 subscribers. Come on. Just going to get random comments. No, yeah, but once we get to 16k, no need for random comments now. Will your family be watching Wales versus Italy in the 6 8? Yeah. I'll be with my dad later, actually. Italy Wales. What time is Italy Wales in the Six Nations? My dad and I watched the Italy Scotland game, the end of it, which was cool. Sorry, it's at 2:15. Watch second half together. Chris Wood or Morris? Chan, can you stop spamming? That's not. It's going to get you on screen. It's going to get you noticed, but I'm not going to answer you. Sorry, mate. There's a lot of people with a lot of good questions. When you ask the same question 10 times, I cannot support that behavior by answering. Who I support in the Euros? Oh, my Lord. If you haven't seen, I'm pretty vocal about being an Italian fan during the Euros. If you were around for the last Euros, you'd have seen all my posts. Any more from Chan and you're going to have a little timeout, mate. Morris or Elanga? Morris, just. No, Alanga just. So 30 minutes. I'm just going to refresh my screen, make sure that my sub order is right, make sure my armband is on the right player. Just make sure you all do that. Regulon is flagged, but apparently fit to start. Watkins also flagged. I've never seen on the FPL site a flag with the words gashed leg. He's got a gashed leg. Guys, we might just do it. We might just get to 16k in the next 30 minutes. I need 25 of you to subscribe. And I know the vast majority of you watching are subscribed. But if anyone's not, I just want to give away these 5 memberships now. I'm going to give away 5 memberships if we get to 16k. Paqueta or Kudus? Paqueta. We have now Janny. Oh, don't know what that means. Start Bailey or Gibbs White? Gibbs White. Guys, I just look at the fixtures and I go, what's the game with the most amount of goals? What's the game with the highest ceiling? Luton Forest. You all agreed. We did a game earlier with predictions, and you all had the Luton Forest game as the most goals scored. If you're backing Luton versus Forest to be the highest scoring fixture, you should be buying Luton attackers, Morris or Doughty, or Forest attackers, Elanga, Gibbs White. If you think an Awoniyi or a Wood will start, or Hudson Odoi, they're good options as well, Origi too. Elanga and Gibbs White are the two I like the most in midfield. And I've not got space for a striker. But I think this could be a high-scoring game. And if it is, you want to be in the mix there. What's the low-scoring game? Again, we can't predict easily a single clean sheet in the 8. I can't. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a single clean sheet. But possibly the lowest scoring game for me is West Ham Villa. And if that's the case, go for a goalkeeper in that fixture. So I've got Areola on my bench and I've got Emi Martinez in my 11. Hopefully that's useful info, by the way. Yeah, Lewis Potter. Let's see if he starts first. But yeah. Good one for subscribing. I might just be giving away those 5 memberships if we get to 16k subs. Another new subscriber, Mark. Start 2 between Kudus, Elanga and Morris. I would be starting Elanga and Morris. Look at my team. That's what I've got. Hey, peeps, any news on Kudus? Will he start? Yeah, Alan, I'm pretty sure he'll start, mate. 200 likes. Get in. Isn't Forest defensive? Yes, but what do Luton do to teams? They drag them into these high-scoring games. Bournemouth never score 4. Well, they did against Luton, 4-3. It's just what happens when you go to Kenilworth Road or play Luton. You can get these really high-scoring games. So you're right. Forest are fairly defensive. And under Nuno, they've been good at the back. But yeah. Thoughts on a Cresswell punt? I mean, set-piece threat. I just don't like West Ham defence for this fixture. I think Villa score. Madders or Elanga, Maddison. Chong or Elanga, Elanga. We might be at a stage where we're going to give away memberships soon. I need 15 more subs. That is wicked. Didn't think you guys would get there. Great work, Johnny. Congrats on this. Oh, thank you, Sokan. Let's get to 16k first. But yeah, tempted to captain Toney. Bella and Nima, I like that shout very much. If I was chasing, if I wasn't at 70k, I think I'd be captaining Toney, but I am going to captain Son this game week. I'm just going to throw it out there. Son is my captain. Toney is a very, very good underrated pick this week. He really is. The reason Toney's so good is Burnley will just have a go. Burnley don't give a monkeys. Burnley will just go hell for leather. We're pretty much down. Let's go play some ball. And you know what? They'll play good football. Will they score goals? I'm not so sure. Like Burnley aren't so not clinical. They'll create chances. That's why lots of people like Flecken. He'll probably get some save points. I don't think Doughty is injured. No, I think Doughty will be fine. Oh, thanks, Sol. Yeah, I like to think I'm to the point. I think that's pretty important as a content creator. Kudos on Morris. Morris. Birthday, and it's his birthday. Yeah. Fafana, maybe. No, still not for me. If I was looking for a 4th forward, like I've got Morris, Toney, and Watkins on screen, the one I would really want is Visser. I'd really want Visser. Can't get there. Doughty did have a nice pack. I don't think that matters. Take out Madders for Bowen. I'd be keeping Madders. I think Maddison will be fine. I think Mads will be fine. This is a fun deadline, you know. Um, This is a fun deadline because there's still a lot of questions. You do not have pineapple on pizza. That's a sin. I saw the Brighton banner. Company should be back to Championship Sim. Yeah, the company will be straight back up, of course. Like, if they keep him, but then they might have to get promoted and go, company, you're gone, because we need a Premier League manager that will play a bit different. Romero over Porro? No, Porro. Oh, we've just lost a subscriber. Brilliant. We need 10 more to get to 16K. If I get to 16K subs, I'm giving away 5 channel memberships. Memberships come with extra content, priority questions, loads of engagement in the chat. You'll see the likes of Sammy and Offcore constantly getting mentions and in the conversation with me in the last hour and a half. Channel members are always prioritized. If you're like, I don't care about a free membership, I want to buy one, you can do so by hitting the join button. But I'm guessing no one's going to buy one. No, and I'm giving away some freebies. So let's get to 16K. Let's get to 16K. If you're lurking, just hit the subscribe button. If you really want to unsubscribe in 10 minutes' time, you can do that too. The fancy YouTube plaques at 100K. Yeah. That's not happening ever, I expect, but never mind. I've prioritized my FPL career in different angles away from YouTube, so it's my own fault. I've spent lots of time presenting other people's channels and lots of time on TV instead of doing YouTube streams. So never mind. When you do subscribe, though, as CH says, hit the bell. Oh, thanks, Soul Searcher. I mean, this is a new channel, so look, it's a year old. Guys, when I get to 16K, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to hit the button. 5 free memberships, and with that 5 free memberships, I think it goes, as CH said, to the 5 people in the chat that have said the last comment. Right? I do not get to pick, so it's completely random. It's 4 people in the chat. So if you want to start adding comments now, I would suggest we're going to get very close to 16K in the next 5 minutes. Keep hitting that subscribe button, guys, and we'll get there. Oh, thank you, Chantal. Really appreciate that. The Godfather FPL, Kev's in, just subscribe. Oh, loads of you are subscribing. Well, look, 5 of you are going to become, don't spam, though. You're quite right. Just put emojis or countries or player names. Let's go. So, look, I'm going to be hitting that 16K button very soon to give out 5 free members things. Oh, a pull shot to celebrate. I like that. Should we do a pull shot to celebrate? Pull shot to celebrate? Can definitely do that. Should we do a quick pull shot to celebrate? By the time I get back from the pull shot, I'm hoping to see 16K. You see 16K? Let's do pull shot to celebrate. The blue goes in. There we go. The blue goes in. I don't know what's going to happen. If the blue goes in, we can do some memberships. Thank you, guys. Right, now I've got to work out how to do it. And I don't want to be too obvious because it goes to the comments, doesn't it? We discussed this. It goes to the comments on the screen. So I've got to work out how to do it. This at some point in the next minute or two, I might be pressing the button. Maybe, Johnny, you should have a pool cam. Yes, I would love a pool cam. Every time I play pool, I lose viewers, though. That is a thing. Like 100%, that is a thing. You lot don't like me playing pool. So that's fine. But I need to think about that because I enjoy playing pool. And I don't know if I'm here purely for the views. Am I? So, yeah, don't know. I may have just pushed the button. Who got a membership? 5 of you got a membership. Who gets a membership? Let's have a look. Adam got one. Good. Adam's one of the regulars. Victor. Stephen got one. I'm delighted. Stephen's often in the chat as well. Yes, come on, team. That's fun. That's fun. Oh, Denise, I think, got one. Haha. Excellent. Well, that was worth it, wasn't it? Now you can all unsubscribe. Please don't. Last time you did. Last time. Yeah, savage. Would you captain Toney or Son? Thank you guys. That was loads of fun, wasn't it? Hopefully you enjoyed that as much as I did. Should we get back to FPL? Thank you, CH. Congratulations to you as well. This channel is every part yours as it is mine, genuinely. Thank you, CH. It was CH's shout. I was going to go 15 and a half, and she was like, get to 16. Right, cool. I'm not ambitious enough. You're finally a member there, Denise. Congratulations. For all of you that are like, oh, I didn't win one, I will promise to give away more 10 memberships again in April. You only get 10 a month. So I will do sets of 5. If you do want to be a channel member, then you can do that by just joining. It's $2.99 a month to a squad member, more for an Ultras member. Ultras come with the appeal of the WhatsApp group, but extra content for everyone, priority questions for everyone. I'll be dropping a members only video on Monday. Chai Captain Toney doesn't think it's a good game for Son Spurs. Interesting there, Sky Girl. We love Chai. Chai is one of my channel members. Chai is one of the Ultras. He's in the WhatsApp group. He tips us. He sent us his wildcard team a day or 2 days before he posted it online. Like, yeah, we talk daily. Love Chai. So there you go. Really appreciate that, guys. Alan is a member. And again, all members' questions will be answered. So again, I go through and if I see that emoji, I bring you up on screen. 90K, would you captain Toney or Son? I'm at 70K, Alan, and I'm going Son. That's all I can say. It's your decision. But we're very close, right? I think Paul losing views maybe because the camera distance. Oh, maybe. Yeah. It's quite far. Can you hear me all right? 20K incoming. That'd be great. That is the first time I've ever celebrated a milestone, by the way, and that was because it was live on air. I've never sort of even posted, oh, I've just got to 5K subs or 10K subs, like, meh. But 16K felt pretty cool because you lot experienced it with me. And when it's live, it does feel very different and less self-indulgent. I don't like the self-indulgent stuff. Oh, you better go then, Mackham. Always watch the caps up if I miss live. Thanks, Bill. Is it worth -4, says Rio. Rio won a membership. Yes. Yeah, as long as you can buy Foden back. What did he get for his birthday, Sammy? Pigeon Cam. Start Kuden or Gibbs White. Gibbs White. Can we? We can hear you. Oh, we can when I'm the other side of the room. Brendan Johnson. Please don't spam the chat, Azim. You've asked 3 times. If it was 4, I wouldn't answer. But seeing it, go on then. No more spamming there, please. Brendan Johnson instead of Watkins. No. Burmo benched. Yeah, we expected that. Tony Hall is so visible to every point. It's gone. Yeah. That's pretty cool. A pool channel. I'm not good enough at pool to have a pool channel. That's the problem. It's a bit of a problem that I'm very average at pool. Apparently, Burmo's benched. I mean, I guess we fully expect that, didn't we? Yeah, Burmo's benched. We can get any news, we'll get you, but the same account that said Reguilon starts has said it and Burmo benched. Tony Hall is so visible to see everything points on him, just scared of the Son as captain. Yeah, of course. You should be too. Like, he's going to be 180%. Where's Jarvis in the chat? Jarvis Cocker. How are we all feeling? Are we confident? Are we nervous? Are we yeah. Are we thinking it's going to be a big game week? Are we think it's going to be a low scoring game week? I'm guessing many of you are thinking it's going to be a low scoring one. Let's hope it's not. I hope it's not low scoring. Is that the Jarvis Cocker in the chat? Jarvis Cocker, I didn't know you're a subscriber. Let me know. Let me know if that's the one. You must be like, oh God, I hear that all the time. More confident than non-free hitters, yeah. Non-free hitters are scrambling around, aren't they? Scrambling around for extra hits. And look, I definitely think you can take hits. Do see it as a 2-point hit. Do see it as a 2-point hit. Like, it's a 2-point hit if you're getting extra players on. And if you've got a wild card, then it's okay selling some good players. If you have to sell a Saka, a Foden, a Palmer, it's fine if you're wild carding in 2 weeks, you can bring them back. You'll lose a bit of team value, but team value matters less as the weeks go on in FPL. Really does. Morris or Bailey? Morris. Look at my team, dude. My team's on screen. No, man. We'll give you a chance. No more double questions. I'm captaining Son. My 2 pence worth on Son versus captain, Son versus Toney, is firstly, captaincy should always be who do you think is going to get more points? If you think there's a 50-50 and you literally cannot call it, then go with depending on your rank. So I'm saying I think it's a 50-50 bet in terms of who gets most points. Like, I don't feel strongly that one of them outscores the other. So therefore, I'm going to go this week with captaincy, a more defensive play, and that's because of my rank. At times, I'll go with the one that's lower owned, more upside. But with captaincy, when it's such a big can really bury you, it's not worth being buried for me at my rank. If I was at 500k, I'd go Toney. Or forget your rank and you go, I think Son's going to get more points because he gets the additional point for a goal. He gets the additional point for a clean sheet. He's better in the bonus point system. Then you just go Son. Kev doesn't own Toney. Oh, Kev, you're above me, mate. So I'm fine with you not having Toney because I want to leapfrog you. Kev's been smashing it of late. He didn't have the best start to the season, but yeah, he's above me in our Ultras Mini League. Kev's a channel member. And yeah, we've got our own Ultras Mini League, which, by the way, if you click the join button, you can be a part of. And Kev's, I think, 3rd or 2nd, and I'm like 4th. No news yet on the Forest lineup, by the way. Might get something on the Forest lineup. Like, we've still got 10 minutes. Might get it. Kev in the chat will let us know as well. Kev is brilliant on getting in early. Mr. V, how are you doing with your rank? Mr. V was something like 250th, which I like. Oh, there are 11 points in it, Sammy. Damn. Oh, Ivor's. Damn, I was hoping Ivor wasn't in the chat. I think Ivor's 2nd. Ivor and Kev 2nd and 3rd, maybe? It's a guess. I'm 5th. boo. Boo, boo, boo. Mr. V, I don't want to tell you guys how to manage, but Mr. V's been doing a lot right this season. Mr. V's rank is around 300, 400. I think Toney will outscore Son, but I've been wrong so many times. Don't listen to me. Mr. V, you've been right so many times. Let us know your rank, Mr. V. Oh, he's 1.4k now. Still. Yeah, I mean, I think we can predict the Luton lineup. Yeah, it is fun, Rich. There's a bit of jeopardy. I do miss it when I can't stream. I reckon I only do a deadline stream, every other deadline? So I miss 50% of them. I don't stream with ads anymore, no. I only have one scout stream and it's a Sunday morning. And Az is the same. He only has one scout stream. So, and his is a Friday afternoon. So yeah, shame because I'd love streaming with Az. Alanga minutes, Sam. At the start of the week, I wasn't sure Alanga would start, but all Forest fans are telling me Alanga will start. So because of that, I put him in because he's got the higher ceiling, I think. But yeah, Gibbs White's still a fantastic shout. Still pick him. And look, here's my sub one. And there's a chance my sub one comes on. There are doubts over Watkins. There are doubts over Maddison. I think both play, but you never know. Yeah. If there's a penalty, it'll probably be Gibbs White. But if Wood's on the pitch, could get Wood. Yeah, Stephen, I think Mr. V might be captain Toney by the sounds of it. Guys, thank you so much for all the love earlier. In terms of channel memberships, we 16k subs, we got there. That was awesome. Oh no. Nathan forgot to hit free hit. No, that means you've taken the hits, mate. If you've made your transfers and taken hits, you can't reverse those hits. A wild card you can, but not on free hit. Oh, thanks, off court. Yeah, the likes are really high. So many come and go. They'll come like and then they'll leave, which is fine. When you're streaming for so long, you get that. Excuse me. I have Visser and Toney captain. Visser Vice. That is nuts, but I like it. Double Brentford attack. Why not? Burnley are there for the taking, team. Burnley are there for the taking. They really are. Guys, you know, like everyone's going, oh, Toney's birthday, new birthday bounce. What are the other bounces we like? I've got a few. I tweeted them. New manager bounce, new contract bounce, new boots bounce, new haircut bounce, new birthday bounce, new national squad call-up bounce, new Burnley away bounce. How about that? Any other bounces? Oh, you can on free hit, can you, Kev? Well, try it. Try it. If you've made all your transfers. New baby bounce. Yes. Watkins captain, not for me. Just in case it gets limited minutes. Could come off. Calvin Harris bounce. New side of... Yeah, imagine a 6-0 win, 4 for Toney. Like, why didn't I captain him? Thanks, Kev. So far, we know from a Brentford Bees account that Reguilon starts and Burmo benched, but he's in the squad. Yeah, I can't believe it, guys. 100 of you have subscribed today. Thank you so much. We've got 4 minutes to deadline. Just double check your stuff. Double check your stuff. Doesn't look like we're getting any team leaks from Nottingham Forest, by the way. I'm actually a bit surprised by that. I think I'm a bit surprised by that. Because of that, I think there'll be people out there that are a bit itchy, a bit twitchy on Alanga. If you don't see it, they're going to go, oh, just go Morgan Gibbs White, which is totally fine. Totally fine. I just like the Alanga upside. His data is really good, Alanga's. He can't hit a barn door, can't finish his dinner. That doesn't matter. He gets the chances. Coventry goal. There we go. Over 1K votes on the polls. Pretty cool. Is Kudus fasting? I don't know. Is Kudus a Muslim? Maybe. Look, we get a lot of Islamic players that fast and are fine. I remember Kante at Chelsea always was like, oh, it's Ramadan, and he's still performing like an absolute beast. Guys, so far there is no, in terms of team news, we're good. So I'd start to lock that in. I'm just checking phone and stuff, so I'm making sure I'm on multiple devices for any news. But I think we're good. Vissa or Wood, says Rahul. Vissa. Rich, my uncle used to live in Tamworth, and it was my first ever game was with him. Was for a was to watch Cov Highfield Road versus Man United in '98. I want to say. I don't know a Christian Mohammed. Oh, CH has gone Toney captain. I mean, it's not too late to change if you want to. I think Toney's a fantastic captain choice this week. I really do. I really like Toney this week. I'm going Son. I should throw it out there. That's more of a defensive play. Guys, it is not too late to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for subscribing. It's not too late to become a channel member. Thank you so much for hitting the join button. Join, subscribe, like, notification bell, all the buttons you can hit. By the way, the channel membership stuff, like it's £3 a month. It's a way of just showing support for my channel, but also being proper involved. So like all channel members are always shouted out. Sammy, for example. So yeah, if you fancy it, extra content. I'll always answer your questions. Can't always promise to do that. So thank you, team. There is a minute remaining. Get it in. Reguilon or Collins? Reguilon. Easy. Easy. So far, guys, if you're waiting for, there is no team news. So yeah, just lock in that team. Captaincy. Order on the bench. I'm benching Gibbs White with a bit of a heavy heart, if I'm honest. Bit of a heavy heart on that one. Like I think Gibbs White is a fantastic option this week. Really like Gibbs White, but you can't have them all, and I'm going to Langer over him. That was fun, guys. I am loving the deadline stream this week. There are seconds remaining. Seconds remaining. Oh, that's been loads of fun. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to love you and leave you. Got to go see my mum's birthday. Thank you so much to CH for pushing me to 16K subs, for you lot for watching, for supporting. There'll be content early next week, and then it might be a bit of a lull. So yeah, good luck, guys. We're locked in. Go well, have fun, and I'll see ya on Monday. Fingers crossed we have some green arrows. Bye-bye.